be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons.
Your Atlanta Falcons.
Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen and Jason Myers has us set to get started. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. And they are led by their veteran. It's Kirk Cousins.
You know, it's funny how time flies, Mike, and we won't call him old. We'll just call him experienced. And here's a guy who's been doing this for a really long time at a high level, and he's going to hope that some of that experience works in his favor today. And when he plays well, this is proven to be a really hard team to beat.
They go play action with Cousins. Nick Imawari, the rookie safety, in for the sack.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. We'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. Seahawks come out, and they are led by a new quarterback, Sam Darnold. From USC, he's bounced around for his first 7 seasons. This is 5th different franchise as he starts year 8 in the NFL. And Greg, it's year 1 with the Seahawks.
To say last year changed the trajectory of Sam Darnold's career feels a little bit like an understatement, doesn't it, Mike? I mean, the year he had in Minnesota alongside head coach Kevin O'Connell by far was the best year of his career. And it's a big reason why Seattle paid him what they did to come in, replace Geno Smith as the starting quarterback. So now the question is, years ago under Kyle Shanahan, 1 year under Kevin O'Connell, can he now bring that to Seattle and have that same level of success and take them back to the playoffs?
Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. That's complete. It's JSN. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Well, it wasn't the most exciting throw of the day, but I want you to watch, Mike, is the suddenness of the route runner. Change of speed, change of direction. Those are the qualities of great route runners, and this guy's certainly one of them.
They'll run here with Walker. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
This is pretty impressive from the big guy in the middle, Mike. I mean, typically we see these guys make most of their plays on the interior of the defense. They're big bodies, they're run stuffers. But look at the athleticism here as he's able to get outside the numbers and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Smith and Jigba has it on that out route. And he'll be forced out of bounds.
It's a gain of 14
That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. When they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape. These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. That one on target to come. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
A gain of 15 yards.
They get 15 on that game. It's good for a Seahawks first down.
A gain of 15. And the Seahawks first down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
11 more yards.
That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
First and 10.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Not much happening there. Just a short game.
David Onyemata brought him down. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Falcons' 16-yard line.
2nd down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
3rd and 4.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the first down.
And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be first and goal.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. First and goal, Seattle.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they are on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
I really like the play call. Sometimes you can catch the defense thinking run, and you can change it up on first down and go pass. The issue is, if you're the quarterback, you've got to get this ball out of your hand. It's either touchdown or out the back of the end zone into the bleachers, because you cannot afford to go backwards when you find yourself in a goal to go.
Now from the 9, it'll be 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll get about 4 out of this one. Run after the catch. Hard to come by down here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
Throwing, Darnold. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Rashid Shaheed. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jason Myers on to attempt the extra point. He's got it. And the Seahawks will take a 7-0 lead.
7. Falcons, nothing.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Carter on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
First and 10.
The Falcons offense going to take over now for the second time. They were forced to punt the first time through. It led to a touchdown, so down 7-0 as they get the ball back for 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Knight on the tackle. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Cousins. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds on to the ball a little too long. The windows close up and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
3rd down and 9. Throwing his Cousins. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, Atlanta.
And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
On the coverage.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Cousins now on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's his tight end pitch. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
47-yard line.
Cousins gonna throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch them all. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official.
Cousins on the keeper. He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third and 9. Cousins. That's complete. He's got it to London. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. 1st down, Atlanta.
That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and 10.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
This is already a little better than the first time they had the ball, Mike. Remember, opening possession, 3 and out. Showing some signs of life here now. Nice pick up there by the back to pick up the first down.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Here's Cousins. Open man, he's got Agnew. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
First down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
They'll run with Robinson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Short throw taken by Pitts. To the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. Zane Gonzalez on for the point after. His kick is good. And the Falcons will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. He fields it at the 8. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Terrific return. He's taken down just shy of midfield. The Seahawks offense about ready to get going. On their 2nd possession, they'll begin just shy of midfield with a 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker.
Number 9, Kenneth Walker, the ball carrier. He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Now Darnold. Shaheed with the catch. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he'll get forward for a couple. A.J. Terrell up for the tackle.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 8. They bring the tight end in motion. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And he'll drive this one forward down to the 36. Hayden Ellis in on that stop.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
They need to get to the 29 here, facing 3rd down. Here's Darnold. His pass taken in by Shaheed. And he will not make it to the end zone, but he's down inside the 5-yard line.
It's a gain of 32 yards.
A big play for Seattle.
That's good.
32 yards.
First down.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
He's got it at the 3. And he's in. Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, Seattle. Myers now to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Seahawks will move out to a 14-7 lead.
14. Falcons 7.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Carter on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. Cousins now to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And he's out of bounds inside the 30. A big play to kick off this drive. 41 yards.
Falcons first down.
Both pre-snap and post-snap. This is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with 1st and 10. Cousins now. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 24-yard line.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. Out wide, that's Robinson. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. A pickup of 12 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
And what really stands out about this drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins throwing from the pistol. He'll get that to Kadero High. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He'll try and get, and he will get into the end zone. Kirk Cousins, touchdown Atlanta. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is a heartbreaker for the defense. They took away what he wanted to do in the air, Greg, but that scrambling ability gets him to the end zone for the touchdown.
And the reason he was able to take advantage with his legs here, Mike, is he made a fast decision realizing there was nowhere to go with the ball. The amount of guys the defense had in coverage took those passes away. He tucked the ball down, took advantage of the space, and he was able to take it all the way.
Gonzalez tacks on the extra point, and the Falcons will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This one taken at the 7. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Cooper Kupp heading back onto the field. They've been able to move the ball with relative ease. Their first couple of possessions, both ending in touchdowns. But still they find themselves tied as they start with the ball again here on first down. On play action, here's Darnold. Smith and jig the left side, he's got it. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
40-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. They run with Walker. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. The veteran Leonard Floyd, they're on the tackle.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there. And they force 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single first down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. Not much there, maybe a yard.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now, Cousins. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. A gain of 11 there. And a first down.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that's going to get closed up quickly. We'll get only to the 37.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Now, Cousins. Over the middle. It's made by Mooney. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
At the 46-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
And the strength on display, rambling through tackling for a gain of 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a couple. Mooney in motion. Little quick pass to the receiver heading left. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
6. That's another Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Throwing now, Cousins. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to number 5, Drake London. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 on the Seahawks 28-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Cousins. That is brought in at the 10. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Now Gonzalez to add the PAT. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They're searching here for the tying score, down 21-14. And they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll go play action with Darnold. Over the middle, Smith and Jigba with the grab.
Darnold's pass complete to number 11, Jackson Smith and Jigba. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake, here's Darnold. That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it, but he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the 1st down.
Shotgun run now with Walker. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and
9. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Walker. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the Falcons' 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Shaheed in motion. On 3rd and 2, it's Darnold. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation. And for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
Darnold to throw again. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive ball there, but it works out as they convert on 4th down.
1st down.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground. Work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Straight ahead, it's Walker. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
Ronnie Harrison on the tackle. A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 4-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Throwing on 3rd down is Darnold. This one caught at the 4. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Myers' kick is good. And the Seahawks will cut the lead down to 4.
Seahawks 17.
So Myers back out there. And the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. To Mooney. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on 1st down.
At the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 4. On the ground is Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta. In a moment, it's 3rd and 4. Mooney in motion. They'll try to pick this up with a hot pass. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9
yards. And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Play action now. It's Cousins. He'll step up and run this. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
And he just continues to show the ability to extend drives with his legs. It's not something people immediately bring up when they talk about him, Mike, but as we've seen, he's more than capable of making something happen whenever the opportunity presents itself. You just can't defend a pass much better than that, Mike. And the way they teach these defenders is attack the receiver's hand with your hands. That's the catch point that you want to disrupt, and makes a really nice play on the ball, and he's able to knock it out of bounds.
2nd and 10. Cousins to throw. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
He's going to air this one out, and they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
6 yards.
It's a huge play in a tight ball game. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first, as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Now it's 2nd and 1. They'll try to run with Robinson. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. They've converted twice on 3rd down on this drive. Now facing 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Great London. Touchdown Atlanta.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. Now let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the first half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Gonzalez now for the point out.
Extra point.
It's up and good. And the Falcons add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead.
17.
Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. Here comes a return from the goal line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Now here's a timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
The 35-yard line.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Darnold now to throw. That's complete. It's Jackson Smith and Jigba. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway.
The Seahawks take over
The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Moving the tight end right. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The back's doing everything in his power to try to get that ball around the edge to the boundary, but just great pursuit there by this linebacker, staying with his angles, running through contact, and he makes the play behind the line.
Darnold. He'll get this complete to Walker. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball is put right on the money for a big pickup.
It's a gain of 2. And the Seahawks, first down. 2 yards on the play. First down, Seattle.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's a handoff to Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Darnold to throw. Shaheed with the catch. The tackle is going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 19
He's got a touchdown
yards.
on the books from
That's
earlier,
good for a
and that
Seahawks
catch gets him a first down.
First and
And nothing
10
matters if this
40-yard
protection
line.
isn't able to pick up that blitz. They do a fantastic job of stunting that pass rush just long enough to find an open man downfield.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
8 yards on the
Great
pickup.
example of
Brings
first
up
down
second
efficiency.
and
You don't always have to go for the big play,
32-yard
but
line.
put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Ball on the 32. It's second and 2. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it, and he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the
A
chain.
gain of 3 yards.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that first down himself.
Throwing on first and 10 is Darnold. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops
Second
back.
and 6.
It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
From the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And 6 yards.
At this
to
stage
go.
of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
From the gun, on third down, it's Darnold. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
It's now
Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up fourth down. Mike McDonald, not a huge fan of that last call, and he will throw the challenge flag. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and will also cost them a timeout. So they send out Jason Myers for this
the
field goal. This will be from 42 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Seahawks are able to get it back within a score. So Myers back out there. Had the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Agnew on the return. We'll get across the 20. Mark him at the 22-yard line. Here comes Drake London. The rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll bring this to about the 25. Linebacker Ernest Jones ends that play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They face 2nd down and 7. They'll go again with Robinson. And this will be a Falcons first down as he gets it to about the 34-yard line.
I think what stands out here, Mike, is there's a lot of guys in the league with the ball in their hands. They have great straight line speed. But it's the footwork. It's the ability to make you miss. That's what stands out about this guy, and you can see here on the big game.
Pitts is the man in motion. Off the play fake, here's Cousins. He fires downfield for Pitts. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. It's 2nd down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
There's that man again. Another catch.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
This is 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Falcons getting their punter out there as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Now fair catch is made, and it's just inside the 15-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10.
Second and 2. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
Now Darnold. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
Sam Darnold.
Both sides now going back and forth, trading blows. After a nice pickup and a handful of yards, the defense responds with a big sack. Now brings up 3rd and medium, and let's see if they decide to go back on the ground or keep it in the air.
Got to get this to the 25. Here's 3rd down. Throwing, Darnold. Taking off, he'll try to get there. Big gain on the ground here as he takes this up past the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 22
They get 22 yards there. 1st down, Seattle.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Seahawks.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. from the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw is Darnold. They'll try and set up the tight end screen. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Walker. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Now a 3rd and 2. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one's good for 13 yards.
That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So here's a play, Mike, that is clearly designed to attack the middle third of the field. So think it's roughly the space between the numbers. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And once he understood where his leverage was, he gets his head around. Great job by the quarterback on time, delivering a strike. This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up until this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
He pulls it in around the 5. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
A 9-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Now, here's 2nd and goal. Walker. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
They'll try and throw. Over element of flag, and he lost the football. And fortunately, their center able to rein it in, and they'll retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
So they send out Jason Myers for this field goal. This just a little more than a chip shot. 32-yard attempt. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Seahawks are back within 5. So Myers back out there at the field goal a moment ago. Now set to kick this one away. Carter on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Here's Cousins. To the left side, he gets that to Mooney.
Complete to Darnell Mooney. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 34-yard line.
2nd and inches. And here's Bijan. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere.
And just like that, you go from 2nd and inches, where you think it's pretty much a given that you're going to move the chains, to now finding yourself in 3rd and 2 or 3. Great job by that defense. This completely changes this possession.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
The Falcons send their punting unit out. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And as you take a look at the numbers, you have to imagine he was the topic of conversation in that locker room at halftime. They got to find a way to slow him down. Nothing they've done has worked so far. They'll go play action with Darnold. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the fight. And it's 2nd down. Cooper Kupp was the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. Here's a handoff to Walker, running to the left. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 15. It's good for a Seahawks 1st down.
Nice job by them getting the back to the perimeter. Then he's able to get outside, stick his foot in the ground, and then get vertical. Right down the numbers. Those are the type of runs this offense wants to see more of going forward.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. 11 yards for number 11. And a 1st down.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is 1st down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early 1st down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike. Touchdown, field goal. Either way, I'm coming away with points.
13 more yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down. A gain of 13 yards.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Darnold. Quick throw, taken in, and he's close to another 1st down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. The quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Off the bootleg, here's Darnold. Looking for his tight end there, but led him too far. It's an incompletion.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd and a yard, here's Darnold. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to get back within a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this 4th quarter.
Jason Myers.
So the lead is down to just 2 now in the 4th quarter as they kick it off. Agnew on the return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now, after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 8. Play action now. It's Cousins. Over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Atlanta.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Seahawks 31-yard line.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 7. Pitts is the man in motion. Cousins now on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. DeMarcus Lawrence in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up 3rd down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, it's Cousins. He's got it! And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
34 yards.
What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Pretty easy to see why he continues to be a main focal point for this offense throughout the entire game. That play not only extends the drive, but now they find themselves in plus territory and hope to come away with some points.
Cousins gonna throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's gonna be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
2nd and goal.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so, until this defense proves that they can stop it.
And he barrels his way into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Greg, they did everything they wanted to do on that drive, and now a chance to really make it an important lead.
Mike, with that touchdown there, they're an extra point conversion from extending this lead to a 2-score game. And at this point in the 4th quarter, I think they'd feel pretty good about their chances of holding on.
Now Gonzalez to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Falcons will make it a 2-score game as they are now up 9.
Seahawks 26.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to take over once again. Shaheed in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Garner. That one's down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
It's clear whatever they were trying to set up was not going to work. He went through his entire progression, had nobody to throw the ball to, and just kind of surrenders the play and throws it away.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Darnold. To the tight end, and he fits Gets it in on the corner route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
28 yards.
A pickup there of 28 yards.
Down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike, I can't tell you how many corner routes I caught throughout my career, and there's really an art to it. At the top of the break, you have to give the quarterback what they call an indicator step. That's your cut where you set your angle, and then once that ball's out, go chase it down, and in this case, he's able to pick up the first down.
Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On second down, Walker. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You can see the running back. He's waiting patiently for that cutback lane to open, and it just never did. Great job by the defense continuing to string that play out sideways, and they're able to take him down for a loss.
They'll go with the sneak. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes,
it's a game
that run,
two.
That's enough to move the chains.
Good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
First and 10. Here's Darnold. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain
on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's deep for the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. So the pressure's on. Here's the veteran, Jason Myers. This to get back to a one-possession game. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they are indeed back within one score. So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the 4th quarter as they kick it away. Carter on the return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
There's Kirk Cousins. He and the Falcons set for their next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Now this looks like a design run. He takes off. It's a gain of 16 and very quickly a first down.
There's just so many ways this offense can beat you, Mike. He adds such a layer to this offense with their ability to use him as a design runner. And we can see there as he picks up the first down.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
A loss of 2.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Byron Murphy in there for a loss of 5 on the sack, and now it's 3rd down.
Big-time opportune sack there by the defense. Mike, they're right on the cusp of field goal range. You can't allow this to become a 2-possession ball game here in the 4th quarter. Massive 3rd down coming up here. See if they can get off the field and get the ball back to their offense.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Here's Portland. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. That's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Darnold now to throw. This one intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Fuller. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The Falcons take over.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
Here comes Drake London, the rest of that Atlanta offense getting set to take over once more. They'll have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll run on 1st down with Algier. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
He was brought down by Kobe Bryant. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Over the middle, that's made by Mooney. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And the Falcons
17 yards on that connection. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
Anybody who thought this coach was going to get conservative with this late lead is sadly mistaken, Mike. They're out here still throwing haymakers with this passing game. They're not content with just having the lead. They're looking to increase it.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 17-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. They'll go right back to Algier. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. That's good enough for a first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Algier on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 11-yard line.
Here's a designed run. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. Cousins. This one is pulled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So Cousins and the Falcons now going to go for 2 here.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try to run it in. And he is not going to get in. Stuck on the try for 2. The lead remains right where it is.
I don't love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. Darnold to throw on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
Out wide, it's a screen to Cup. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Throwing, Darnold. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
The Seahawks.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
To throw again is Darnold. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
It's now 2nd and 6. At their
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. 2nd and 6 coming up. They'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Sam Darnold sacked.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
His pass taken in by Shaheed. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
This is a really popular concept on third down. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. And give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the first down.
And he will have the Seahawks first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
So clearly time is not on their side, but with that clutch conversion, it still keeps their hopes alive. They need to score so fast here, Mike. It's going to take 2. So get this first one and try to get that ball back again. Long shot of it happening, but at least they got a chance.
He's got the Alabama product, Robbie Oots. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
I'm not sure how many guys grow up wanting to be an NFL fullback, Mike. They don't get the ball a ton. They're used to do all the dirty work. But in this case, this guy's showing off. Hey, coach, you get the ball in my hands, I can do some things.
The second down throw is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Third and short yardage, and here's Darnold. And play halted for a moment. We have an injured Seahawk player. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Darnold to the air once more. Shaheed with the catch.
Complete to Rashid Shaheed. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Falcons' 11-yard line.
They'll come up now for 2nd down. Here's Darnold again. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Incomplete. Out of the end zone.
I can guarantee you that interception he threw on the previous drive. That's still in the back of his mind. You got to know when to take a chance, and you got to know when to just throw the ball away and live for the next down.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Here we go. One final play. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They fought till the end, but still will come up short. Greg, they have such a knack. It's like they're on the same page. The quarterback almost feels like, well, when you were playing, you know where that guy's going to be in the end zone.
Yeah, we used to have a saying, like we say, we don't run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and especially against zone coverage. Down here in the red zone, the rule is if you're open, stay open. Don't run past an open zone to get covered. That's exactly what this tight end does here. Friendly target, ball on time, touchdown.
So it's a win here for